This stove has blown 3 igniters, all within 6 months. And once you figure out what is causing that, it's really easy to fix. So in this video, I'm going to show you in 3 steps how to fix this problem. First step is slide the stove forward, unplug it, and disconnect the gas line. Step 2, remove the back panel so you have access to the upper and lower control board. Step 3. There must be a better option. Well, 6 months ago I would have agreed with you, but this is the best way to fix the stove. This will never blow out another igniter. Now you do have options. You could actually fix it and resell it. You probably don't want to do that because you're just passing the problem down to someone else. You could store it in your garage and wait for either recall or a better aftermarket igniter. It's time to move on. But to what? All right, so I'm out $600 and I go to Menards and I'm looking at the stoves again. And it seems like most of the stoves have the programmable oven. It doesn't have the knob here. Well, I don't like that. It's just more of a chance for it to break. And if dementia ever kicks in, I don't want to be bitching while baking. So I wanted a regular stove where you can actually just turn the dial, nice and easy. And you can still find them. They still sell them. And here's one right here, an Amana. I really didn't want to spend another $600 on a new stove because problems come up. So I wanted to see what kind of igniter was underneath the bottom. And I actually was able to stick my camera up in there and get an image. Not very clear. And I still couldn't tell if it was the carbide or if it was the nitride igniter. However, I did get a still image off the video when I stuck my camera in the stove, and you can tell right here, this is actually the carbide igniter. So that's a good thing. That means they're not putting those junky nitride igniters in all of the stoves. But I still did not end up buying a new stove from Menards. I ended up buying a 1993 GE stove. I only paid $125 from it. It was a pretty clean stove, and more importantly, it is still here today. This stove is over 30 years old, and my Criterion is less than 2, and it's already smashed like a pancake. Criterion is kind of an odd name, so I actually looked it up, what it meant in Greek, and there you go. A standard or judgment of criticism, ruled by which opinion or conduct can be tested. Okay, so in other words, they use Criterion stoves as a pilot study to test these new nitride igniters, which are just junk. So I'm pretty happy to find out this is probably the only stove they put these crappy igniters in. You're probably safe to buy any kind of stove other than the Criterion. However, being newer and full of circuit boards, you're probably still going to have problems.